Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What's up, guys? Now I'm Lester here, and today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super once again. And today I'm going to be doing my review for episode 40. The Terminant of Universe 6 finally comes to a conclusion. And I don't know if that was the exact title, but I just said that just to give you like a quote, the headline for the episode. That's what happened in this. It really came to a conclusion, and man, the conclusion, was it a good conclusion? Like, it was totally unexpected what happened in the end of this tournament. Man, if you guys have watched the episode, you know what I'm talking about, because what happened at the end was just so unexpected, and that's why I said shit, 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 and excuse me my language, but this episode, man, what can I say? Super just keeps getting better. Last episode, I said, was my favorite Dragon Ball Super episode ever, but now I don't know. I don't know. Like, should this be my favorite episode or that be my favorite episode? So, like, I think this, because last episode the fighting skin was just a little bit better, but overall I think this episode is better. Like, it's like a really close match, but in the end I don't know why, but this episode just gave me that feeling, man. Brought me back the old days, because like Goku and Hit standing together in this episode and being buddies and all, if you guys know what I mean, was just awesome. And if you didn't know, haven't watched the episode, you know, I don't want to spoil you, but at this time I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone has watched the episode, because this video will be coming on Monday. And sorry if it was a little bit late anyway, but my internet's been really crappy, if you guys do keep up my channel, but I'll fix that issue. But anyway, sorry if it was late, but let's get going with the episode now. So let's do the review like we do every week, and let's really continue off where we left off last week. And last week we left off with Hit versus Goku, already in the way, quite well in the way actually. Actually, last week, yeah, it was quite well in the way, because Goku just did his Kaioken attack, and then he did the Kamehameha wave, and that was at the cliffhanger. And if you saw the preview, you know it didn't end. And if you didn't, well, you need to watch the preview, because it basically, it's not really spoiler or anything, because like it just tells you like you're supposed to watch it. So like if you don't, you should start watching it. That's my opinion. I watch it every time. I know a lot of people, most people do. So if you don't, then that's your problem. But you should watch it anyway. If you watch the preview, you know that the Hit did survive, and the way he survived was awesome. Like already at last episode when he was doing the Kamehameha wave, like that was awesome. And like Hit was pushing it bad. He was like screaming, oh, he was screaming, and Goku was also screaming, and that brought the old days with like big attacks like Cell, Goku doing his Kamehameha wave against Cell, and like Cell was trying to block it, all that shit. That got me excited. And now this fight, like in this episode, the fight, like last episode, it was just hype because the Kaioken, when he said it, man, it was just amazing. But in this episode, the fight was we really got to see like the real power of this Kaioken form of Goku's. And but that's not it. The even more exciting thing is Hitman. He kept up with his Kaioken form, and not just he kept up, he pulled it to the limits. And there was this one moment where he actually like punched Goku and his Kaioken powers went, and that was really cool. Like Goku's just like gets punched, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Is Goku done?" And everyone's just like so surprised, and I was really surprised. Like Hitman, this guy's a savage. Like Kaioken, like Super Saiyan God times 10, like with just Hit just makes it go away. Like his power was his red aura just went away, and Goku was about to fall. But then this part was pretty cool. Like he powered back up. It kind of reminded me of the part in Super where he was going in water, and like Beerus made a hole through his chest, and he was going in water, and then he healed himself. It was a lot similar to that. And then he just charged up, and this was pretty cool. He charged up, and this part was really cool. He hit like it's gonna be I hate doing this. He hit on the face. I hate when I guess like okay, he punched Hit on the face, and Hit went flying into Shampa's picture, and that was just amazing, boy. Like I was laughing so much, and it was just like amazing. Like the way he went flying into the like Shampa's picture, and the destruction right there was just awesome. And Beerus was laughing at that. Like Beerus was like, "Ha, you got your face knocked, Champa." Yeah, he was like, because Beerus' picture didn't get messed, but Champa's did, and Champa was mad at it. He was like, "Man, oh no," and but Beerus was just having fun. And man, I mean, he was having fun just because Goku did that, because he's being up Hit, and because Champa's face got ruined. And I really like that part, because Hit was like in there, like stuck in the picture, and then he just like comes out, and it's just cool. And then they actually do a knuckle punch. Like these guys are true buddies. Like they have respect for each other. Like this guy Hit is not as bad as if you thought. Like he is an assassin, but he's not really that of a bad guy. He does have respect for Goku, like we saw in the last episode. But in this episode, like we saw in the preview, he actually cracked a smile, which Supreme Kai actually said something like the Supreme Kai of Universe 6 was like, whoa, like Hit smiled, and now we know that Hit's like kind of like like a tough guy. He doesn't really smile, so for him to smile is odd. And to that, our Supreme Kai responded that that's Goku's specialty. Like he makes everyone smile and gets them hyped up. And then the old guy was like, I was gonna say that was pretty funny. I mean, I haven't seen them talk for a while anyway. So they continue their battle. It's pretty intense until it gets to the point where it just turns. It's just like totally the battle just turns. Like Goku and Hit are like was getting beaten up, then Hit was getting beaten up, Hit keeps getting stronger, and you're like, man, what's gonna happen? Like, is Goku actually gonna lose? But then it just turns like, but you're like, nah, Goku's gonna pull it off somehow. But then the battle just turns because Champa, like, we find out a little bit more about Hit's background, that he's an assassin. So like he's actually not showing his full power. So if you didn't think Hit was strong, and you're like, man, he is getting strong, but he's still not that strong. Man, he's actually holding back some tricks and some tricks that maybe we don't even know. His real fighting style, he's actually holding back, because if you really think about it, he's like an assassin, so he's trained to kill, not to just like leave his opponent laying on the ground and that's it. He's trained to do a battle to the death. So like his fighting style has to be like his real techniques had to be kept in. So Goku's like, I want to change the rules and I want you to fight with your full power. And then Champa's like, oh yes, because Champa, he loves changing the rules. He did it so many times in this tournament. Like that's what Champa's been doing. He's a fat ass, man. Like that guy is just, I like him, man. The way he is, it just brings more funny, like comedy into the action. Especially Beerus arguing with him, and which he does again with this Champa trying to change the rules, because he's like, Goku said, your warrior Goku said it, so let's change it. And Hit agree, like let's do it. And then Beerus is like, no. And this is where it really turns. Goku and Hit are watching, and I really like this scene because they're like standing right next to each other, and it's cool. Like they're buddies. They're just like acknowledging each other, and like Hit's like, you made me this strong, or wow, I can't believe I really got this strong. And then Goku and him are talking, and while this is happening, Goku just says something we never would have expected. He goes out of the ring, and he just goes out of the ring, and yes, he's out. Goku is out. Referee's like, Goku stepped out. Oh shit, he's out. And I'm like, oh shit, man, like did that just happen right there? Like Goku actually forfeiting a battle. Like this tournament is so much like the Cell games. Like so many parts have been like the Cell games, and this part was just like Goku giving up against Cell. But this time, there's no one really that he can depend on, unlike Gohan in that. Like he depended on Gohan to beat Cell. But in this, there's not anyone except Monica. Yes, man, Monica, man, he's the real MVP. If you saw what he did, man, that guy is. Man, that is 70 be hit. So Goku's out, and now like this really got interesting. You're like, okay, Goku lost. Like Goku just lost. Like that just happened, and that probably made a lot of you guys happy, because to see Goku not lose. I was personally happy, and I was kind of like, whoa, like confused. So Goku lost. I'm like, what's gonna happen now? Like Universe 6 is actually gonna win. I was like kind of talking about it, but I never thought it would really happen. But I guess it's gonna happen. But then I'm like, what? I mean, Monica's the only one left, and then Monica actually has to fight, and like Beerus is really mad first of all, and Goku is like, man, like you know what you just did. And even I was like, man, like Goku, like isn't he forgetting something? He just gave up. I mean, he said that even if he continued the battle, he would lose eventually. I guess he was right. So that proves Hit is the strongest fighter, man. Hit's like the strongest fighter Goku has ever fought, and not counting Beerus. So that's really cool to see. Like Golden Frieza wasn't able to do what he did, so that's cool, man. Hit's one of my top 5 favorite characters. I'm really sure about that. So Beerus is really mad, but he can't really do anything. I'm surprised he didn't like kill Goku or anything, but he didn't really do anything. He's just like, oh man, I'm done. He even closed his eyes, and everyone's like, oh, it's okay, Monica can do it, your secret fighter. And like to Wiz and Piccolo and everyone, it's funny, but Goku and Vegeta, it's not really funny, because they're just like serious. Oh, Monica can do it, and they're like, what's the big deal? Especially Goku, he was really funny because he believes Monica can do it. And yes, Monica, as we know, is really weak, and Viz is like laughing at it. Viz is like, he can do it, and Beerus is like, oh man, no, I'm gonna be so embarrassed losing to Champa. And then Monica actually goes in the ring, and he is scared to hell. Like he's really scared. He's shaking, but he goes in the ring, and something so unexpected happens. Hit actually loses. Yes, Hit loses to Monica, man. The fight of the century. He beats Hit in one punch. And if you if you're like, oh really, like what happened? Of course it was like Hit lost on purpose, and that really reminded me of all the way back in Majin Buu Saga, like Android 18 losing to Hercule, or in Super in episode 15 where like Mr. Hercule like punched Goku when he went flying, and that was really funny. And this part was one of the most like comedic parts like I've ever seen, like out of all Dragon Balls. Like it really made me laugh anyway. So Monica beats Hit, and now this really gets intense. Like this is where the episode really gets intense, because like you're like, oh man, as we know of Champa, he's a fat ass cat. Like what is he gonna do? And he goes up to Hit goes up. It's like, I don't really care of the cube. I've gotten this strong, and I don't really care. I don't want the cube. And he did it because of Goku, because he gave Goku that respect, and he's like, I don't really care about the cube. But Champa's like, oh yeah, you're not getting away with this. And he's like, does these two big blasts, and I'm like, oh man. But Hit's a savage. He actually tries to fight Champa, but he take on Champa, but he has no choice. But he's scared, you can tell. But Hit, I'm like, oh man, what's going on? Like everyone tries to stop him, but even like Kappa tries to stop him, but Kappa can't do anything, and Goku does, but because like it's his universe, let him do what he wants, and he's about to destroy them, and like you're like, oh man, this is intense. What's gonna happen? Because we don't really know, because the titles that leaked didn't really tell, even like for us YouTubers, that what's gonna really happen. I was surprised of Monica stepping in, and so I was really unexpected, like what's going on. But then something so crazy happens, and the new two characters that were revealed like a few days ago. I didn't do a video of them because like by the time I was gonna do it, this episode was already here, so I'm like, no need to do a video on it. But the two new characters that were really, three actually, because this guy, the god of all 12 universes, yes, the overseer of all the 12 universes, and his name is Zeno, not Zuno, like that big fat guy who told them about the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Balls. This guy is Zeno, and man, he has to be strong, because Beerus and Champa, when they looked at it, they were like scared to hell. They were like, oh shit. And I'm like, man, this guy's gotta be strong. So let me know what you guys thought about today's episode. I totally thought it was amazing. Again, I think this was a little bit better than last episode. I just don't know, guys. But anyway, that's it for me, and I don't know what these guys can do, man. This Zeno guy is gonna be amazing. And next episode, we get to see the dragon, so I'm hyped for that. If you're hyped for that, please leave a like and subscribe for more reviews. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you down that adventure.